This morning on DC News Now, it's a DMV first warn day with a threat of strong to severe storms. Meteorologist Jackie Layer tracking the timing and potential impacts. Mall mayhem at Pentagon City. The latest on fights causing a temporary closure at Fashion Fair Center over the weekend. Running for re-election, Trayon White kickstarting his campaign months after being expelled from his council seat. And a kite collides with the plane near DCA. Officials warning people at Gravelly Point. Plus, taking the plunge for Special Olympics. A DC hotel welcoming warmer weather and raising money for local athletes.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning and thanks for starting your Monday with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Meteorologist Jackie Layer is keeping an eye on that DMV first alarm day. What is it?
First warn day.
Thank you.
Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday. Just help me.
I'm trying. Just go.
Are you? You're just staring at me.
I'm trying to hold it in. Anyway, yes, it's a DMV first warn day. Yeah, we do have to take it seriously, though. Yeah, we do have that threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms later on this afternoon and into the evening. So again, you do want to stay weather aware. Out there right now, we do have that cold front back out towards our west. That's continuing to advance closer towards our area, and that will be the reason why we will start to notice some of those clusters of thunderstorms bubbling up, and some of those storms could contain heavy downpours, strong wind gusts, and hail cannot be ruled out. Also, an isolated tornado or spin-up tornado cannot be ruled out too. Out there right now, though, we do have what are the remnants of some of that severe weather yesterday that was across the Midwest, trying to push into our westernmost areas. Garrett County dealing with some of that shower activity right now, so we're really not seeing much with that system back out towards our west for now. That will continue to dissipate. Closer towards DC, much of the region, it is dry. That will change certainly later on today with any of those strong to severe storms. Temperatures right now, it's a very warm start, mid to upper 60s for much of the area. Trying to plan out the rest of your day today, though, still by 3 p.m. looking partly cloudy. Looks like into the early afternoon we do see some of that sunshine breaking out. It will be another warm day. Won't be nearly as warm behind this cold front, though, for tomorrow. The latest details on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Jackie, thank you. Developing now in Prince George's County, Maryland, police are investigating a deadly crash involving a pedestrian on St. Barnabas Road and Wheeler Road in Oxon Hill. Officers say a man was found in the road and died at the scene. We're working to learn more, and we'll bring you the latest as we get it. Also developing this morning, Montgomery County police say a man walked into the Rockville City Police Station and confessed to killing a family member. This happened yesterday morning. Officers say they went to Tribunal Lane in Potomac and tried helping a woman suffering from trauma. They say she died at the scene. The medical examiner is working to determine the cause of death. Right now, the suspect and woman's name are not being released.
And the search is underway for the person who shot and killed an 18-year-old in Southeast. Now, this happened at about 11 o'clock Saturday night in the Congress Heights neighborhood. Police found Jose Walters on the scene at 10th Place and Savannah Street. They say he died at the hospital. And arrests have been made after fights broke out at Pentagon City Mall on Saturday, forcing it to be shut down.
Yeah, DC News Now's Candace Cole is live at Arlington with the latest. Candace.
Good morning, guys. Well, 3 teenagers are now facing a string of charges after a series of fights that got out of control broke out here at Pentagon City Mall in the food court Saturday. Take a look at this video. You can see masses of people fighting, running, trying to get away. A scene of pure chaos as Arlington County Police struggled to get the crowds under control as multiple fights broke out at once. Several people suffered minor injuries in the melee, including a store employee, mall security, and police officers. Police also recovered a knife from one of the teenagers taken into custody. Now, Pentagon City Mall closed down early Saturday and shoppers were evacuated for their safety. The mall reopened Sunday with heightened security. The 3 teens, ranging in age from 13 to 15, are now facing charges including riot, assault on police, and riot while carrying a weapon. That's according to Arlington County Police. And Arlington County PD say that this is an active investigation still, and they are stepping up patrols here in the area. If you have any information as to what went down here Saturday night, you're urged to call their tip line. Reporting live in Arlington, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
All right, Candace, thank you. Time right now is 6:04. DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and former DC Councilmember Trayon White is teasing another city council run. He posted on Instagram yesterday, quote, "Re-election campaign starts tomorrow." Council members voted unanimously to expel White last month. This happened after an independent investigation found the Ward 8 councilmember violated various council codes of conduct. Last year, the FBI, you might remember, arrested and charged White for allegedly accepting cash bribes to influence government contracts. White pleaded not guilty to the charge. He is expected to go to trial next year.
And President Trump says he's not joking about trying to serve a third term. Remarks made in a phone interview with NBC News are the clearest indication yet that Trump is considering ways to breach a constitutional barrier. The 22nd Amendment restricts the presidents from being elected more than twice. A constitutional law professor at Northeastern tells the Associated Press that there are no credible legal arguments for him to run again. But during an interview, the president claimed there are methods which he could do so. So here's how to amend the Constitution, but it is not easy. There needs to be a 2/3 majority vote in the House and Senate, or 2/3 of state legislatures must call for a constitutional convention.
And in Wisconsin, the race for state Supreme Court is underway. Conservative-backed candidate Brad Schimel receiving a boost from billionaire Elon Musk. Yesterday, Musk handed out $1 million checks to 2 Wisconsin voters, declaring them spokespeople for his political group. Musk has spent more than $20 million to help Schimel win the race. The election has major implications for the battleground state, as the court could take up a case on redistricting congressional districts that could ultimately impact which party controls the U.S. House. The election is scheduled tomorrow.
And this Wednesday, President Trump is set to roll out multiple tariffs that he says will free the U.S. from foreign goods. He is calling this Liberation Day. Details of the new round of import taxes still not clear, but most economic analyses show the average U.S. families will take on the brunt of the cost in the form of higher prices and lower incomes. Last week, Trump announced a 25% tariff on auto imports, saying America has been ripped off because it imports more goods than it exports.
Many countries have taken advantage of us, the likes of which nobody even thought was possible for many, many decades, for decades. And, you know, that has to stop. We're going to end up with a very good relationship with Canada and a lot of the other countries. Some we probably won't. It won't be so pleasant.
Now, in an interview with NBC News on Saturday, Trump said it did not bother him if the tariffs caused vehicle prices to rise because he believes a market with more American-made cars could be more fairly priced. And in addition to the vehicles, expect to pay more for your next cup of coffee. New government data shows coffee prices are at an all-time high. Factors like tariffs, weather, and crop growth are to blame for this. The higher prices on coffee beans means coffee roasters could now pass on those rising costs to customers. The data shows the average price of ground roast coffee is now $7.25 a pound, up more than $1 from this time last year.
And in Virginia, 2 months after the deadly collision near Reagan National Airport, another dangerous moment in the skies after officials say someone flew a kite there. That kite reportedly hitting a United Airlines flight landing at DCA from Houston Saturday. Gravelly Point is popular for watching planes take off and land at the airport. However, kite flying is banned here. Some say people should know better.
Well, if you come down to Gravelly Point, you know that it's on the flight path for national air, so it doesn't make sense to fly a kite. It's certainly not close. Maybe fed a lot.
There was a kite flying festival Saturday at Washington Monument. Organizers, though, say that event was not related to the kite flying activity at Gravelly Point. We're told no charges were filed in the incident there.
And we are also learning more about a close call in the skies near Reagan Airport as a Delta flight took off. Officials say the airliner and an Air Force jets were forced to move away from each other. Officials say tower crews cleared the Delta flight for the takeoff, and at the same time, 4 Air Force jets were headed towards Arlington National Cemetery for a flyover. The Delta flight got a cockpit alert for an aircraft nearby, and that is when the tower gave corrective instructions to both cockpits. No one was hurt. The FAA is now investigating.
And it is 6:08 on this Monday morning. Violent and sexual offenders are going to be banned from riding Metro. Metro's board voted on this policy last week. WMATA says this impacts anyone who commits a sex-related crime or assault against a Metro employee, contractor, or customer using Metro trains or buses. First-time offenders are going to be banned for 45 days. A second offense is a 90-day ban, and a third-time offense is a one-year ban. The ban starts in June. Meantime, WMATA is searching for ways to cut costs from its $5 billion budget. The cuts include new software to make the bus system run more efficiently, reducing staff at 5 stations during late nights and weekends, and delaying the extension of the Yellow Line to December. The agency estimates this will save the transit system $19 million.
And a big moment for Metro last week. Customers took a combined 1 million bus and rail trips on Thursday. That is the highest ridership day since March of 2020. WMATA GM Randy Clark says Saturday and Sunday likely saw even higher numbers. Metro also celebrated 48 years of service on Thursday. All right, it is coming up on 6:10 now on a Monday, a major turn of events for the Terps.
Yeah, why the team's head coach is leaving after the tournament. Plus, Peak Bloom by the Potomac coming up this morning. We're going to show you the large crowds at the Tidal Basin over the weekend.
But first, we are taking a live look outside. Jackie, what can people expect when they step out?
And if you're trying to check out those cherry blossoms later on today, you want to stay weather aware, especially during that evening commute time frame when we could be dealing with some of those strong severe thunderstorms sliding across D.C. as well as areas to the east. I'll have more details, the timing, and a look at that 7-day right after the break.